How to cut a 1.5 thread metric. In this case it's a 6mm on an imperial lathe. When you know that the lead screw is 8 TPI, you need to make a gear with 54 teeth driving an 80 tooth gear to give you 6mm lead screw. But how do you do that if you don't own a milling machine? I'll show you. The gear is the 54 going through the idler, going to an 80 tooth. This is how you do it. First of all, you need to make a blank with the right dimensional pitch, in this case 3.11. The self bend is 3/8 thick. I made this 1/2 inch, it doesn't matter. I figured it would give it a little bit more strength on the teeth. That will sit on there. You can use 2 at a time on a keyway. The setup is your basic cheap Chinese vise. I stripped it down, cleaned it, adjusted it, tweaked it so I didn't have too much slack. This is a boring bar. I turned the shaft, keywayed it, bushed it, so I have the ability to lock it. This can be adjusted. Each tooth is a 54, but this one is the wrong dimensional pitch, but it doesn't matter. Just go round and the involute cutter will cut, in this case 18 DP. You have to buy that. Rig up this setup in the chuck, make sure it's tight and keywayed. The first time I did it, I was turning this by hand 54 times in and out. Gets real old real quick. So I made a power feed. I had to gear it down 3-to-1. This was probably the hardest thing to align, to get it to track. But once I tracked it, I can control the rotation. For some reason, which I don't know, if I turn the motor, she reverses. Someone needs to explain that to me, because I don't know. And then just turn it off on a switch. You need a 54 tooth gear, or any gear that you want to try to make. Next one, I'll try to make an 80 tooth. In combination with the 54 and the 80, gives me the 1.5 thread, which gives me 11 options on different metric threads. It's boring, but I can do 2 at a time. I hope this is helpful to anyone who hasn't got a milling machine or a dividing head, who's a hobbyist like me. Might save you a few bucks. It's a lot messing around, especially this. But once you get all this set up, and you're going to mess up a few till you get it right, dialed in, you should bet if nothing moves, absolutely nothing moves, you should better do them all day. Well, thanks for watching, hope that's helpful.